Okay, so we'll start, Stephanie, by talking a little bit about what last year was like. Can you remember back to what it felt like and what it meant to you to win the Lowry Award to begin with?
Well, there's double, it's special for a couple different reasons. I have known Ed's daughter for about 13 years now. She taught my son in middle school. And I'm not sure you know too much about her background, but she's a special ed teacher and an autism specialist. And I have two kids with autism. So she's one of those really dynamic forces of nature who was able to get so much out of my son that it's hard not to fall in love with her. And by extension, we, knew her family. So obviously, Ed did a phenomenal job raising his kids and his wife as well. And so it was really special to learn more about him and how impactful he was in his community. And I was reading the blog post a minute ago about volunteerism, and I know that that was super important to him. It's super important to his daughter as well, as she is my board chair on my nonprofit. So she too follows her father in that regard. So anyway, it was very impactful. And then just to learn more about First Amendment voice. And I am someone who really supports people with intellectual and developmental disability and having their voice in the community. And so what I've learned from First Amendment voice is that we were doing a lot of these things anyway, but I've just learned how important it is that we all have a right to our voice. And so we've now been using a lot of the tools and things, now being a member of First Amendment Voice, in our everyday here. And so did I answer that question?
No, you totally did.
Okay, so learning about Ed, more about Ed, learning about what he did in his community, and then his daughter and the impact that she has in our community. We hope that that will encourage other folks in our community to have a voice and to use their voice and to be impactful in their community.
Wow, that's awesome. I was going to ask if you thought that winning the award kind of impacted the work that you've done over the last year, but it sounds
most definitely.
Like it did.
One of the really cool things, and I'm hoping it's going to come to fruition, and everything takes time, and COVID has really impacted timetables and all of that, but we have a self-advocate group. It's adults with disabilities, and we meet monthly with them. And of course, COVID has impacted that. But one of the things we had started in February of 20 was we had gone to our city council to ask for a mayor's council on disability to impact local city of High Point policies for people with disability. And we have several, areas that is challenging for someone with a disability if they don't drive to get to and from, and public transportation is challenging. So we have a lot of issues we want to impact. But then when COVID hit, that was obviously the first priority for everything. So we actually have we have met with someone to start this mayor's council on disability. We hope that by the summertime we will actually have it in motion, and that we will be meeting quarterly. At the beginning, we didn't want to like overburden them, but quarterly we will meet. And so we're really excited about that. That's going to give them a real voice in this government, in our little city, an opportunity to talk about issues that affect them every day. So I'm excited.
That is so exciting to hear. Wow.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to like, I don't know, like I want to check in with you a year from
Yeah.
now and figure out where that went. Like that sounds like
Exactly. So
cool.
you're majoring in politics. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's a lot of issues that impact people with disability, and we're a part of that statewide and nationally, but we haven't really done anything locally. And so I think that's where we live every day. And if we aren't doing that, then we're not really doing our job, you know. So, and it's more powerful coming from them than it is
Absolutely.
coming from me, you know. So I'm excited about that. So, and yes, so learning more about taking a stand in a positive way, you know, not being not abusive, abrupt, you know, and learning how to just be very proactive. I think that is beneficial. And I've learned a lot of that by the newsletters and the blogs and all of that. So thank y'all for what you're
That's
doing.
awesome. It's really cool to hear how that impact has spread.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Please do. Please do.